Alright, so this week we talked about David Calmer's The Significance. So from reading the article, I kind of put it into like 3 different perspectives, like of what super artificial intelligence could possibly come about. And so the 3 that I came up with was that it would be either like a robot, like a non-human object created to be super artificially intelligent. The next one that I kind of created was that it would be a person, like when this technology comes, a person has like an implant to make them super artificially intelligent. And then the third one is like cryogenically freezing your brain at your last dying breaths. And those are like the 3 different kind of ways to be super artificially intelligent. So to dive right in, the first question is, would either of these 3 perspectives or things, or things is the best, super artificially intelligent beings be either super moral or super selfish? And personally, I think that it would be neither. I know Professor Matt's question was more centered around which one would it be, but I think it would be neither. I think that it would be immoral because it doesn't have the capacity to regulate emotions. So it has no idea that, like, hey, I'm being mean to this person, I need to chill out. And it doesn't have the capacity to be selfish and to say, I'm going to do all this for myself, unless the thing becomes self-aware and can regulate emotions. Those 2 things go hand in hand, is being self-aware and regulating emotions. Because once it's self-aware, I think that it like knows, like, oh my gosh, I am this thing, I am the most intelligent being in the world. So I think that I could go either way once it becomes self-aware and can regulate emotions. It just depends on the personality of the super artificially intelligent thing. And then the next question was would I want to be like cryogenically frozen when I die? No, I wouldn't, because I think our lives are meant to be lived and to die. Our lives are meant to be lived, and then we're meant to die. First of all, I don't think it's ethical to do that. Second of all, I think that, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't waste my time or my money doing that because, personally, I believe that I'm going to heaven, so whatever. Up there is better than down here in any situation. Like, personally, what I believe as a Christian is that I'm gonna party with Jesus, and I'm really excited about that. So no, I wouldn't, and I don't think it's ethical either. Yeah, there would be no conditions. Like, if I was to possibly one day decide that I wanted to, I wouldn't have any conditions. The only one that I would like possibly think of is like when I have great grandchildren, I would want to meet them, but I also wouldn't want to have them meet me and be like, oh, who's that? Because it's not going to be the real me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's one of the questions is, would it be the real me? No, it wouldn't. I think it's like, so I work with kids. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm a counselor for an after-school childcare site, and all my kids, not all of them, but some of the girls will come up and they'll be like, I played Miss Lexi last night. I put on my dad's walkie-talkie and I put on my dad's lanyard and I was Miss Lexi. And I had a whistle too. And I blew my whistle and I said, everybody line up. And they're trying to be me. They're pretending to be me. They're playing Counselor Lexi, but they're not really me. They'll never really be me as much as they want to by wearing this whole setup. And as much as they try, like, they're never going to be able to be me. And I think that's what happens when when I would be cryogenically frozen. I think that it wouldn't really be me. I think it'd be me pretending to be me with all the knowledge of me without actually being me. So yeah, I don't think it's ethical, and I wouldn't want to do it. What I thought about while I was reading this article was I was actually thinking about 2 TV shows. The first one, Futurama, because the dude actually got frozen in 1999 when the thing was about to switch, and he was frozen for 1,000 years and then was unfrozen in the year 3000. So what he had to do was he had to like figure out how to handle being alive with robots and being alive with this Cyclops and figuring out what the heck happened in the last 1,000 years. So I think that was a very good example of like looking into the future and what kind of technologies we'll have in the future. And then the other one that I thought of was the Netflix show called Maniac, where they're doing a drug study, but in this drug study, it's kind of run by this robot human motherboard. Is based off of the mother of the scientist who created the whole thing. That's what I was trying to get at. Okay. The most important part of that was that the motherboard kind of took over, and she realized, she became self-aware, and she was like, I am so powerful, I will shut down this whole endeavor, and like could almost kill like 15 people just because she decided that she was going to be self-aware. So I think that that's those 2 shows are very comparable to this article, and they're great shows I think you should check them out. But